Hi guys and welcome. Thank you for joining us on another video today. This one is going to focus solely around the fitness and physical side of karting or motorsport in general. And this has come about really because this year I started a bit of a fitness grind. For the last year and a half I've not really done much since COVID became a thing, and basically I'm vulnerable. I have chest problems, which means I'm vulnerable to COVID, and so I've had to, give up business for a year or so in Shield, and then I suffer a bit with anxiety and what have you, and I'm still really now, even having had both of my vaccines. I've been fully vaccinated since actually April, and even in that time, I found it difficult to want to really go out. Now I have been karting. Basically, I go karting and I can keep myself to myself, and so I don't really, as long as I do what we've been told to do, I feel I can stay somewhat protected. So I'll push myself to go karting. I enjoy it, and when I'm on track I don't think about it, and when I'm there I don't think about it. So it doesn't really play on my mind when I'm out. Work-wise, obviously, for those of you that don't know, I'm a mobile car valet detailer. Clean your car at your home or your place of work. And so, the interior of your car is probably, your steering wheel for one is, probably the dirtiest place you'll ever sit. There's more germs on your steering wheel than on your toilet seat. So, I don't really want to be putting myself in too much risk cleaning too many cars. The more cars I clean, the more risk I put myself out of potentially catching COVID. And so I've not been working. I had to shield, and now I've had my vaccines and I'm able to work. I do want to limit the work that I do, but I'm not talking about work, I'm talking about karting and the physical side and stuff. And so I've not really worked much, and so this year, after not really doing much last year either, we went karting, me and my dad and a friend, and we had 20 minutes and we finished, came off track, and my arms were aching. And karting is something I thoroughly enjoy. I consider myself quite competitive and I think quite quick, and I want to do it competitively, and after 20 minutes I knew I had to get fit. So this is what this video is about. I've got myself a personal trainer. Her name is aimeevictoriafitness. There'll be a link in the description below for her Facebook page and her internet website page. So, she does online courses, and I'm sure she'll be willing to help you guys improve your fitness for karting, and predominantly your consistency. And by consistency, I mean endurance. There's no point in being quick for 20 minutes, then after that 20-minute mark, your arms get tired, you start getting tired, your times drop off, and at this point, you go backwards. If you're not consistent and you don't have that endurance in yourself to go further, there's no point in attending the racetrack, really. You need to make sure you're fit and your arms can last, because then you've got your consistency. There's no point in being the fastest person on track if you can't do that for 25, 30, 40 minutes or however long you're racing for. So it really is, this video is all about the endurance side of things when you're training, because it's okay doing 15 sets of this, 15 sets of that. That's not really pushing yourself. You need to go until you cannot physically do anymore. Have a break. Do it again until you physically can't do anymore. Have a break. Do it again until you physically can't do anymore. Each time you do that for them 3 times, each time you do it, you're not going to last as long as you did the first time that you did it. It's same with the last time that you do it, the third time. You're not going to last as long as the second time or the first time combined. Now, when you go on day by day, each time you try to do that, if you keep a mental note, don't have an aim, just keep a mental note, and you'll notice that that first time becomes longer, that second time becomes longer, that third time becomes longer, and no, that really helps a lot. Now, there's a lot of things you can do at home if you're not at a gym or got a personal trainer or anything like that. So really, I'm going to do a few videos on the fitness side of things and the, demanding side of karting, and how you can keep in shape and stop your arms, and if you're in quick karts, your neck as well, from your neck going. So I want to focus on what I do at home. If you don't have resistance bands, I do strongly suggest you get yourself some. It is a good investment. They come in a lot more useful than one may think. So I'm going to show you in this video and some more what I do at home, what I do with the resistance bands, and then when I'm at the gym next with my personal trainee, Aimee Victoria, that's not her actual surname, but her fitness name is aimeevictoriafitness. Yeah, there's, when you're driving, you're predominantly using, when you're steering anyway, you're predominantly using your outside arm, the outside of the steering wheel, to turn. You kind of push on the outside of the steering wheel. It helps transfer the weight in the go-kart, gets you a bit more grip as such. So when you're doing something consistently, pushing yourself further, you're able to, when you're driving, you're not turning 100% of the time. You're going down straight and then you're turning. So what I tend to do with the resistance bands, for instance, is I will row consistently for 5 minutes using a medium strength resistance band. Now, I've found after doing it multiple times and being karting since I've had the resistance bands, although a light resistance band isn't really representative of the effort required to turn a steering wheel of a go-kart when you're flat out on the edge, and it can be quite strenuous in your arms. So if you're doing something consistently, moving your shoulder, keeping your shoulder going, when you're like this, your body's healing. When you're turning, it's being used. When it's straight again, it's healing. And so if you can get your body used to doing something consistently for a prolonged amount of time, your body gets back to how it should be quicker before you're using either of your arms again. I know what I'm talking about. This does work, I promise you. You will notice a difference. I've noticed a big difference, in all honesty. I've gone from being able to do 20 minutes coming off aching to racing karts with race tyres. I'm not struggling. And so race tyres, again, they make a go-kart more physically demanding because of the grip that they give off, meaning you can carry more speed. There's more, with the more speed and the more grip, there's more, sometimes you've got enough grip when you're bouncing, so it becomes physically demanding on your core. I do a lot of planking, press-ups, planking, delt work. Delts are a big one when you're driving. Make sure you do a lot of lateral raises. Like I'm saying, these are going to be what I do at home. So using your body weight without resistance bands, working your delts, you can do the side lateral raise, which is going to follow some press-ups. So along with the endurance, what did I say then that turned my GoPro on? My GoPro is now recording. Now I've got voice activation on. I should maybe turn that off when I'm recording next time. That's just literally recorded about 6 seconds of me talking to you guys on my phone. Yeah, you're going to see, like I'm saying, it's all about your consistency and the ability to drive and be on the edge for a prolonged amount of time without tiring, and doing something consistently for a decent amount of time, I've found really helps a lot. So if 5 minutes is easy for you rowing, yeah, get the heavy band, do it for 5 minutes, because 5 minutes with a heavy band is probably 3 or 4 times the effort needed than steering a cart. Now, I use the medium band, like I'm saying, because it's more of a representation of the effort needed when steering a cart as to pulling back and going forward on it, yeah, keeping it taut. So if you can do 5 minutes easily with a medium band, step it up to a heavy band. Don't just stop there. Or go for 10 minutes. Them extra 5 minutes, yeah, that'll give you, you'll feel great, I promise you. You might feel like you've sweated like hell at the end of the 10 minutes, because believe me guys, when I first started this and I started with the light resistant band doing the rowing, I was doing 10 minutes, and the first couple of times I broke out in a sweat, I'm not gonna lie, but now I can do them 10 minutes comfortably without breaking a sweat. My arms don't ache as much as they did when I first started, and karting now, in a normal regular kart, even with race tyres at PF International, I can do 15 minutes fine, go back out 5 minutes later, do another 15 minutes, and I've been fine. Now, whereas if before, 20 minutes at my local place on normal, what they call corporate tyres, lower, smaller engines as well, so they're not as quick. Anyway, they're not as physically demanding. But even those karts that are not physically demanding wrecked my arms after 20 minutes. Now I can do half an hour in go-karts that are more powerful, a bigger engine, and have race tyres, and I can do that comfortably. So I'm really working on my endurance, because I know consistency, just like some of you racers out there watching, you know consistency is a big thing. So I promise you, if you do what I'm going to show you in this video coming up now, so with the press ups, don't set yourself 15 or 20, yeah? I can do 25 comfortably. And what I'm about to show you is a definition of pushing yourself until you cannot go anymore. I've been able to do 25 comfortably for the last week. In the video clip you're about to see, I pushed myself to 29. And you'll see I physically can't go any further. And that is helping my arms for the next time I go karting. And so just remember, if you want to stop, don't, because there's always one more in you. You'll see I get to a point. Now it's back on again. Is it going to record? Show some behind the scenes footage. I'll put it at the end. GoPro record. That just turned off. Actually, I wonder if there's a problem with that fundamentally. For those of you that don't know, my GoPro is actually a refurbished camera. The first time I used it and I transferred footage from my camera to my phone, it stopped doing that and decided to take 128 burst photos. Now it seems to want to turn on its own. When I tell it to record, it turns off. I think what I'm going to do is turn the voice activation off and maybe try and speak to GoPro and see what they suggest. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm quite worried actually that one day when I go karting, I'm going to turn it on, I'm going to do 2 laps, it's going to turn off and I'm going to get no footage. Which, completely honest with you, This is a go-karting channel, guys. You want to see go-karting footage and maybe some of this fitness footage if, you know, you feel like you're a bit out of shape and you want to be able to go that extra bit further and not just be fast, but be consistently fast. So, you know, I hope this video helps, and let's show you some footage. So here we are, we're going to do some press-ups now. For those of you, that weren't really watching the beginning part of it or paying any attention, I started off my fitness quest really after doing nothing particularly physical over the last year and a bit. I've had a shoulder issue where I've hurt my teres major, and I started off doing 10 to 12 press-ups, got to 15, got to 20, and now I've managed 29, and this is really me pushing myself till I can't do any more. There's this is the physically demanding part of it, pushing yourself. It's the endurance. I have a breather there and I push myself for 2 more. There. That's me done. I cannot do any more. So now we're going to concentrate on some side lateral raises, working your delts, which again are a big part of driving. As you can see, we're almost in a planking position, but our forearms are off of the floor, and we twist away from our arm. Now, this is the same as doing side lateral raises with dumbbells, except you're moving your own body weight. So, yeah, this is actually quite demanding, and you'll notice actually it's, you need a lot of balance and strength in your stabilising muscles. Because as I go on to my right arm, which is the shoulder that I've had a problem with, you'll notice that on one repetition going down, I lose like my strength, my balance in my stabilizers, and I almost fall, but I catch myself and I'm able to raise myself back up and carry on. But it is difficult. As you can see there, I've got a t-shirt on the floor because if you're like me and you've got knobbly little elbows, it can be quite sore on the elbow. So make sure you've got some packing down there, some padding or a t-shirt or something like that. But yeah, these are extremely useful and probably one of the most beneficial body weight, and there you go, one of the most beneficial body weight exercises you can do, working your side delts. So, push yourself until you can't do any more. I think I managed 15. Obviously I have a little break here because my elbow was hurting. I've repositioned my t-shirt and try to get a bit more padding down there for my elbow. And then we carry back on. But, you want to push yourself until you physically can't do any more on both sides. Have a break and do 3 sets of each. So 3 sets of your press-ups and 3 sets of your side lateral raises like I'm showing you here. And then the next part is going to be me just doing a few seconds really. I'm not sure how long I've recorded me doing it, but I did do it for 5 minutes continuously on my right side and my left side coming up here. So I'll talk you through this now. But basically, this is what we've got here is a medium resistance band, and I'm just simply doing this action for 5 minutes. Now, you will break up a sweat if you think you're fit. This might prove yourself wrong, but yeah, you do 5 minutes on your right like this, and you want to be doing 5 minutes on your left. And obviously, for 5 minutes on both sides is going to be rather boring and take this video well past 20 minutes, which, to be fair, I'm not going to let you watch 20 minutes of this. So, yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you have, make sure to like, favourite and subscribe, and follow links for Aimee in the description below. Until then, see you on another video. Hi guys, so I'm just quickly back here at the end of the video. Thank you to those that have watched until the end. just to let you know, me and Aimee do plan on putting a specific regime together for me and you guys out there wanting to improve your carting and your endurance and your consistency. Yeah, once that's available, there will be a separate video. Hopefully maybe get Aimee involved in that video as well. Probably take place at the gym when I'm there 1 week, maybe in September, I'm not too sure. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, guys. Again, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to like and share it with your friends on social media. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and obviously once you've subscribed, make sure to hit that notification button, because it'll keep you up to date with this fitness series. We'll call it a series. So this will be video 1, and there'll be some more to come over the next few days of various things we can do as racing drivers, carters, athletes at home and at the gym to keep fit and keep in shape for karting. So until the next video, guys, make sure you take care of yourselves, stay fit, enjoy your racing, and good luck to everyone out there.